Coming at you live from, what are we calling this? DNHQ
2.5 or 3.
2.5.3.5. It's the Vivid Seat Studios, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the Blue Heaven Podcast. It's been a while. I almost hit the bell. We are powered by the Overtime Podcast Network. What is up, Dodgers Nation? My name is Clint. You can find me as Real FRG on the Tweeters and the Instagrams.
And I'm Brook. You can find me at BrookMe3 on Twitter and Instagram. And on today's show, we got plenty to talk about, including a little bit of Kenley, who you just saw if you were watching the game like a real fan. Kenley looked good.
Kenley really, really looked good. So we got to dig into that with some hot takes. Is this what people do? Is this hot take?
I think Ezekiel Elliott does that.
Yeah, when you're having hot cereal. Yeah.
Hot cereal? That's disgusting. We also have the return of Dick Mountain, albeit brief.
Yeah.
Brief. Brief. Dick Mountain and brief.
Yeah. He needs to use the coupon code. Yeah. We had Clinchmas 2019 happen on Tuesday, which was, I mean, whatever. It's the 7th time in a row, which is awesome. We always want to win. You know, Brooke and I have won 2.5 games in softball, 3.5 games now in softball.
Oh, yeah, we got a half win.
Half win. That's right, baby.
Thing.
That's what happens when you tie one of the bad teams. We're also going to talk about a lot of our top stories that have gone on this week.
Gavin's
balls.
Yeah.
Arenado could be a Dodger, which is kind of weird. Hat tip to Kenny Rosenthal on that. Andrew Friedman potentially being our biggest free agent. Alex Verdugo's MIA in a way. We also got to talk about the bullpen crisis. Even though they were lights out tonight, Gonsolin only gave up a run. Otherwise, everybody was pretty good. Yeah. Home field or bust, like for real. Like, hey boys, are you
watching?
Really into it though?
Are you watching?
Yeah, you guys.
Everybody else.
Everybody ran into the clubhouse to make sure to come watch us. But before we start anything, we got to give a shout out to our partners, our friends up there in that right hand corner. You see that little bug? That is Sportscaster. Over at Sportscaster, you can look like a star. Honestly, you could be the star of your own show. You can look like Brooke. He's the real star here. Everybody loves vanilla old Brooke.
Vanilla Spice.
Vanilla Spice.
Yeah.
Meow meow meow. So if you want to live stream, if you want a game, if you want to be your own broadcaster, go ahead and go to visit. You're going to want to visit sportscaster.com. That is CASTR. But, of course, after our live stream.
I thought you were going to say, if you want to be my lover after that.
You got to get with my Brooke. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you could. You really could. Make sure you're doing it after the game, though, because we got more important things to talk about here. And remember, this is a live stream. So wherever you're at, make sure you're hitting us up in the comments below. Questions, comments. I know there's a lot to talk about in today's game. There's a little bit of feel good, a little bit of feel bad with Rich Hill. But make sure you let us know what you're thinking about, what's on your mind, and let us know where you're representing Dodgers Nation from, please.
Yeah, comments are already going pretty fire. We see Jess. I think Jess hasn't been in the stream for a while, or I just haven't been paying attention. But
you weren't here last week.
The Queen, Real Jess Amore, is in the stream. We actually have on this hat here, which is really, this doesn't sound great for the podcast side, but we have all these cool pins that she sent us. That I've been meaning to hawk a little bit better, just to be friendly. But she sent them to us out of love because, remember, guys, she is the queen of the stream. I think you're the one who coined her that's your fault. But
that's on me.
Yeah, we got Doogie there. We got small-footed Corey Seager, according to El Cariza. But Chris is in the stream. He's saying the canvas is not crooked at all, so he wants us to unfix it. We can do that for you, I promise. Next episode.
Next time.
Richard. What's happening? Richard over there in Calgary. What is going on? Is that a Canuck?
Calgary is a. I was trying to think of something funny. I couldn't. It was like a hockey team. Or
Man,
something like
you're beautiful. Chef's kiss. SD Dodger Tim in the stream. Kenley looked real good. He looked amazing tonight. I haven't seen that kind of disgusting movement out of that dude in a while. Is it the ponytail?
I haven't seen that kind of movement since he blew the last game and wouldn't talk to the media. And by movement, I mean him not talking to the media and running out of the clubhouse. You like that? I like that. That was pretty good. I felt good about that. Can we talk about the ponytail?
Ponytail, man.
I think we found it. I think that's the key. If he wears the red cleats and the ponytail, I think he's the best closer in baseball. I think we've established that now. I think that's what it is, right?
What do you think, Gary? Is that the key to it? You're on.
Absolutely.
There it is.
There it is.
I think it's the hair.
It's definitely the hair. It's got to be the hair.
Maybe it was just in his face, like when he lets it loose, so he can't see the strike zone as well.
You know what?
Read my article.
These topics. Here's my column on that. But
my column.
no, the velo was there. The movement was. I don't know. Maybe it was the camera angle there in Baltimore, or something like that, or it was a bit of both. I mean, he hasn't pitched. I think since like the 8th or the 7th or something like that. He hasn't been on the bump for a while. So I'm assuming they've been working on something.
Yeah. Usually they work on things in their spare time or something.
Sources confirm.
Like Kershaw's still working on his changeup.
So, I mean, while of course, we're happy we won. We took 2 or 3 against lowly Baltimore. That's like taking candy from a 2-year-old, I believe. But
It's kind of messed up.
it depends. Is it good candy?
Kenley Jansen in a ponytail stealing candy from 2-year-olds.
Yes. It wasn't all.
It's a good storyline.
It wasn't all. What's a good candy?
Sunshine and rainbows. Oh.
Butterfingers.
It wasn't all Butterfingers and Cutters over there in Baltimore, though. Of course, our good pal Richie Mountain, Dick Hill, came off of the IL after 175 years, and he got 2 outs real quick. He struck out the first 2 batters.
They were good outs, too. Really good outs.
The hook looked like it was going. And then after that, A.J. Przinsky kind of is the one who kept pointing it out against all of our will that he didn't look quite right. He was kind of sort of grimacing. I didn't notice so much of a grimace, you know. I mean, I noticed
That's
the
just kinda how he
Hamburglar.
looks.
The Hamburglar was there for sure, but not grimace.
That's true. Yeah, it's a good point. I like what you did there. He did look very tired.
McDonald's. Da sponsor us.
Please.
I mean, he ended up throwing like 27 pitches in that first inning, but he got the first 2 Ks and then hit 2 dudes, walked a dude, and then he willed himself back in.
SD Dodger Tim says Kershaw's changeup doing as well as my weight loss plan.
Hey, Kershaw is going to learn that changeup. He's working on it next spring training. I promise you. It's going to happen.
Is he changing it from 90 miles an hour to 95? Because that would be cool.
Yes.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Change.
Is that change down? Let us know in the comments below.
Wow. I'm confused.
Kowski, what's going on, Kowski? Kowski says Rich is washed. I don't know if it's there. I mean, they said that the knee gave out on him. Morosi came out during the game and said that the knee gave out on him a little bit. And, of course, he had knee issues to start the season.
Me too.
I mean, we all got knees. We got a lot of issues. You guys can see me try to play third base on softball, but we got hell
Elite.
Wait, let's see. You find it.
In your face, sucker!
Just kept splitting the middle.
That's pretty good. I'm pretty good at splitting the middle.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Sorry, more what's it called? Because I had to listen to this show with me not here last week, and there were 2 notes I had. One was definitely needs more me, and 2, my old lady said, "Scary." No, Frank Talk LA is the one who wants more Gary, but only in the first like 5 minutes, and then it was kind of done.
And I didn't hear back from him again.
and then 2, my old lady says you need to use a soundboard more when you have access.
I was thinking about it, and I was like, there's legs. I was like,
weird new
I was
office.
like, hey, I need to press the button, and then me and Gary, I just locked eyes with Gary, and once you look into those soft brown eyes, brown eyes, you just can't look away.
Well-oiled machine here, guys.
You know what's going on.
So Richie was supposed to make 4 starts per doc last week. They were hoping that he would make 4 starts, and then he would. Oh God, what are you doing over there? Scared?
I'm moving equipment around to get adjusted and used to this new DNHQ.
There's a lot of things we still got to do. If you guys have a shelf, FedEx it to us. We're still trying to get the shelf set up.
60 inches wide. That's what we need. 60 by 13 inches. There you go.
This way, not that way.
60 inches that way.
Yes, it's just 6 way.
Hanging out
It's like
over
you
it.
guys could just turn it. Oh, wow, physics.
I'm an idiot.
But he looked good until he might have gotten hurt. He's supposed to make 4 starts, and then they're going to try to get hit. Breaking news. Thank you, Chris. Strained MCL for Rich Hill. That's not good. Sources confirm that's not good.
That pretty much spells the end of the season for Rich Hill.
That's the end of the season. Could be the end of his at least Dodger career.
Could be. Which is
Now-
a really sad thing to think about.
That's a whole new window of opportunity, though, for the kids, is that 4th spot, which is now very clearly open. They've had it penciled in as Rich Hill, but now is it going to be D-May? Is it going to be Gonsolin, who looked electric tonight? Granted, it was against, again, Baltimore, which I don't know. I don't know how much you guys, consider Baltimore a major league team. I personally don't. But, when in Rome, as the kids say these days. But there's a lot of opportunity. Julio has kind of been stretched out. You still have Ross Stripling, friend of the show. He's alive. He's somebody who can throw the sports baseball. Kenta Maeda is probably not going to slide back into that rotation, but there are a lot of arms that can bridge a fourth game in the postseason, or it's going to be what they always do in Kershaw's like, oh, I got it. Don't worry, bro. I got this.
Put all the starts on me. I'm starting every game.
Hey, Sports Illustrated today said that he's going to have his best postseason ever. So if not, I want my subscription. I'm not paying for it.
Sports Illustrated is notoriously good at, what do they call it? Ruining our postseason? Yeah,
yes,
that's what it is. Okay. So maybe no Rich Hill. Definitely opens up some opportunities for some younger guys. Mm-hmm. There wasn't a spot for Dustin May. There might be a spot for Dustin May.
Yeah,
now.
and as I think we've proven, even though he looked really, really good on Wednesday night, or it was either Wednesday night or Tuesday night, D May looked lights out. I mean, he always looks lights out, but sometimes he just it's hittable.
Yep.
He's definitely a better starter than a reliever. Mm-hmm. Gonsolin has proven that he can relieve very well. We know that Strip can go both ways. Pause for effect. Mm-hmm. And we also know that Julio, Julio can handle it. So we're in a very enviable option here, thankfully. But unfortunately, it looks like Richie Mountain will be a cheerleader for the foreseeable future, unless he gets some sort of robot knee.
Remember when he had the sign?
Get him the sign. Where's
the
the rally ruler at? If we had the rally ruler,
things would be much better.
JT would not have a sprained ankle as well. Just saying, these are just medical facts.
Yeah, that's what we're blaming it on. How concerned are we about JT and his sprained ankle? Because sprained ankles can linger.
Sprankles.
Cankles?
That's what happens when I go to like the Menchie's and I'm like, where are the sprankles?
Oh yeah. Menchie's is a yogurt place, a soft serve yogurt.
It's Froger. Hashtag not a sponsor.
Looking
for sponsors.
Toppings. But really, how concerned are you?
Recently.
Because he. Okay, let's be honest, real quick.
I'm not terribly concerned.
Let's be honest. JT is what do you call that?
Human.
Age matured. He's very old.
He's up there.
He's pretty old.
Oh, man,
I mean, we've watched his defense slip and fall the past couple of years, like an old man would. See what I did there? Slip and fall.
Fine. I'll give you.
Appreciate that. He's getting older. His not necessarily that his career is coming to an end, but his career at third base is almost certainly winding down. Mm-hmm. How concerned are you with this? Because now we have no idea when he's going to be back. We don't really know what to expect. We don't know what kind of role he's going to play down the stretch. It kind of feels weird.
Yeah, it definitely. You see the signs, and the Dodgers have been, outside of the McCourt era, the Dodgers have been historically kind of out in front of age with players. Of course, they broke up the record-setting infield back in the 80s. And Ron Cey went on to still have a good career. Steve Garvey went on to still have a good career. They've done this kind of soup a lot where you don't want to. You can't. Well, I think it's actually been Friedman's mantra that you don't really give money to people past 36 years old.
Good call.
Even if, unless it's Chase Utley or something like that, because he became
or Rich Hill,
adequate studio analyst. But
that's all we're shooting for in life. Adequate.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I can find it. Fail. There it is.
Yep.
Because if you're not first, fail. I don't remember the question, so
the question is JT okay or is he dead?
I think he'll be okay. But it's definitely something to look at into the off season and into next season, and a teaser into our future topic in this particular episode that we're going to break down the idea of Nolan Arenado being available after signing an 8-year contract extension with Colorado just last offseason. But
good timing on that.
Are you concerned? Real quick, are you concerned with the old man?
Oh, about JT. I thought you just meant in general. I'm pretty concerned in general. Like, I just am concerned about everything.
I'm not wired enough for this.
Yeah, that's a good point. With him, just
you guys like my tan
age,
from the boat?
Yeah.
We went to the boat this afternoon.
Pontoon tan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think the only thing I'm really concerned about is the fact that he is aging, and that scares me. I don't really care about this particular injury at all, but it does kind of give me a look at his future, and that a future without JT is a bleak one for me. But I understand people move on, people get old.
Yeah,
I think an upside to this is he's historically very good coming off of injuries. If you look back at a lot of his career, when he's coming off like injuries that keep him out for any amount of time, he comes back pretty hot. So, postseason.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Bueno.
Keep going.
That's all I have to offer to that particular conversation, other than the fact that if he's not okay, we have a lot of people behind him that can take over. So, we don't have a lot of guys that play third base, surprisingly. Like, they put CT there, and I was like, that's kind of weird to watch CT play third base. But
hey, Bader's Taters has checked off the boxes for me at 3B.
Bader's Taters does check off the boxes at 3B, and he's got a good bat, and he is I wouldn't rate him as a very good defender. He is a...
You don't know that. We haven't seen him enough.
That's true. He doesn't really play baseball.
He does the sports ball.
We don't see him at third base a lot. Obviously, we see him a lot at first base, a little bit in the outfield. But he's a guy that could slot in if necessary. Good left-handed bat. You really need good left-handed bats in the playoffs. That's for sure.
So where we're at, we're finally at 95 wins, and I think we're still, a game or a game and a half behind
the Yankees.
The Yankees for the best record in Major League Baseball's. Most important thing that happened this past week, besides Clinchmas, well, I guess they go hand in hand, is that the D-bags were eliminated. So that's very good.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in on that. Anytime we can eliminate the Diamondbacks and just make Arizona feel, sad and lonely, I'm cool with that. Looks like the Yanks won again today. So yeah, we're still chasing for that home field. Not to say we're gonna get there. It's a lot of what do the kids call it? Hubris.
Oh yeah, something about hubris.
Something like that. I don't know.
what that
I've never met
means.
Hugh.
I'm too old or something.
But also, somebody to worry about is now the Bravos are right behind us.
Oh yeah, those Bravos.
That's something to be concerned about. I probably should have had this guy more ready. But where are we at? We are only so we remain 3.5 up on Atlanta, which is good. I don't know if they're finished with their game yet. I think they're probably playing a sports ball game right now.
It's well said.
To quickly get through that game, because I know we all have our own little highlights from the Clinchmas and seeing everybody's favorite Vassay get hosed. and of course, Alana wear it like a champ. But Bueller's a beast. That's two years in a row he's able to come out and get the clinch.
Yep.
You look back at like game 4 in the World Series, which was a must win, and he came out and dominated until until Kenley happened and they gave him that. But don't worry, I got yelled at enough. I think by Littlefoot out there at Mohawk Bend back in the day.
It's a good call.
But yeah, Bueller, I think is a guy that you can rely on. I think you're in good hands with Buell State or something.
Yeah, he
like
said.
That. Thank you.
That was terrible.
That is at real
Really
FRG.
terrible.
Hey man, the beer hasn't kicked in yet.
He's had a kind of up and down season. We've seen glimpses of him being lights out, untouchable, elite Cy Young material. We've also seen glimpses of him being very susceptible to the long ball and very susceptible to giving up a lot of runs at one time, which is not something we saw last year. Mm-hmm. He was pretty much consistently good last year. He was a guy that we could rely on in big situations, and he came on in a lot of really big situations last year, especially in the playoffs. You talk about the 163 game, and you talk about the division series, and you talk about the championship series against the Brewers. He was big and instrumental in all those games, and now you're at a point where he's one of the guys that you're gonna have to rely on in the playoffs. And so you hope that he has those big moments in him, and you hope that he's still that guy.
And can he perform well on the road?
Right.
Again, against Baltimore, does it really count? You don't know. You let us know in the comments below if you think Baltimore counts as a sports
baseball team.
But what were some of your personal highlights from the celebration? I love that part. Me too.
I really like when they were trying to get Doogie and Muncy on the phone. Like, that was really important to Doc, and I appreciated that. There's also the moment during that when they couldn't get him on the phone, when they were just like, F those guys, we're going to record this anyways.
Yeah.
Where they were just like, screw it, like, let's just go. And then they get Doogie on the phone, and he's like walking somewhere, and it looks like he has a beer in his hand, like he's trying to celebrate with him.
Yeah, he had a water. By the way, our friend Dodger Dude's in the stream. He says Baltisnore Boreals. So there's one hot take on it. Thank you, Dodger Dude.
Appreciate that.
Continue delivering fire on the internet for us. Find him at the Dodger Dude on Twitter and Instagram. That was great. I mean, you got to respect the classy move from Doc on that. That's really cool to wait him out. Also, I do not blame the natives getting very restless. thank you to SNLA for letting all the F-bombs fly. We appreciate you.
Oh, we love that.
Mm-hmm. It was dare I say, delicious.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but it was good to get like a behind the scenes look of like who they really are. Like they got media cards to read and they got, you know, all the things that they have to say, but to get a look at, hey, we spent this whole season working towards this goal right now. And in this moment, we've accomplished this particular goal. There are other goals that we still need to accomplish, but all of our hard work since spring training, which we were at, so it kind of felt like we were a part of it. I feel like it was really annoying that we weren't invited to the party, but that's okay. We understand. But it all culminated in one big celebration in Baltimore. And, you know, first celebration in Baltimore in quite some time, I got to say, I would imagine.
Yeah. They've been waiting for a hot minute for sure. They're like, wait, do we have enough tarp to put up? Do we have to buy the tarp? Do the Dodgers buy the tarp or does the home field buy the tarp?
That's a good question.
Let us know in the comments below. I think one of my favorite ones was JT in that particular situation. JT being like, who else are we going to get? We're going to get Dennis Santana on the phone? Get him on the phone.
Yeah, they're just thinking of everybody.
Let's get everybody out there. I thought that was pretty savage from JT. What do you got, Gary? I know you got some goodies.
All my favorite moments were from JT.
Yeah.
He had a couple clutch ones.
just going after Vassay.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate that.
did a great job. I mean, I think I tweeted out earlier today that he was a total pro and that, I mean, he was just getting drenched, saying all the wrong things.
He was the double fisting. I think was
double
by
fist
far.
comment.
Oh yeah, the double
the spray
fist
in the face comment. Alano was doing a great job too, but Vassay just stole the show, and he was on Barstool Sports. He was all over the internet.
Yep.
He was an internet hero. So he did his thing. It was pretty good.
Alana had the goggles on, and they just looked like giant on her head, and it looked really.
The goggles, great. It was, I think we could reference back to Simpsons. The goggles, they do nothing. But, Vassay definitely got that. But Vassay with Belly. I wanted to plug the video in, but we didn't have the time because there was a game before. Normally you have a little bit more time to prep. But him telling Belly, Belly, you don't have to wait for the water to go or wait for the stuff to get out of your face to talk or whatever the hell he said. It was pretty. Thank you for so many quotable quotes.
Yeah.
From David Vassay, is that real something on the internet?
He earned his check that night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
So that spawned the big question of to celebrate or not to celebrate. And absolutely you celebrate.
So I will say this. I liked how they handled the celebration. So final outs made.
Yeah,
and
they were
just
like, in your face, sucker!
It was just kind of like a polite and they were like, when are we going to party?
Yeah.
We're not going to do it out here. When are we going to party?
Let's rage.
And they were like, let's take the team picture. Everyone take off your clothes and put a shirt on. And they were like, okay, team picture. And then they were like, get in the clubhouse and they're like, let's go. And they start like throwing, I like that about them. Especially since you're at, not only are you not at a playoff team's field, you're at the Orioles field, who have lost like 100 games at this point. Mm-hmm. Something like that. So I think out of respect for the fans and the organization that is really struggling, they were like, we got to kind of tone it down until we get inside. And so I appreciated that.
I mean, they were already kind of feeling bad because it was mostly Dodger fans. You could hear at that point anyway.
Yeah, they were all there to watch them clinch. That's all.
But the most important thing that did happen on the field was vintage Kershaw dad bod. So thank you, Clayton, for giving a lot of us ladies on the internet something to be happy about.
I, for one, appreciated it.
So the question is from here on out, and I think there was something that came out today. I didn't get a chance to read it yet, but is it truly home field or bust for these boys in blue? It doesn't feel like it.
It does feel like they're kind of like, if it happens, it happens, but we're not going to try to force it or even work for it at this point. The way they're throwing people out there, I get they're resting people for the playoffs. They're trying to give people more at-bats and different looks at this point, but it really doesn't feel like they're gunning for it. Mm-hmm. Like the Yankees. I mean, if you look at the Yankees are gunning for it.
Yeah, with how often we're seeing the starter, the kind of opener in a way, even though they're starting pitchers, they're only guys that are going 2, 3, maybe not even 4 innings. They're going 2 or 3 innings or two outs in the case of Richie Hill. Well, that's not kind of meshing well with me in a way. I mean, I get it with these arms. It's not like they're throwing out Jamie Schultz, rest in peace. But they're still like kind of questionable the methods that they're trying to go and get this home field advantage, because we see the Dodgers are electric at home. They need to be there. They need us there.
Yep.
Jahuli points out something very, very important. Brook just has to stay home for all the postseason. Brook, this is an open airing of grievances. You are not allowed to go to any games.
Well, you
sir.
guys are screwed because I already bought Game 1 tickets, so...
Why are you the way that you are?
Because I like baseball, and I deserve to be at a
Clint,
baseball
we have
game.
to go with him to counter the bad luck.
This might be a thing.
Okay, I'll make a deal with you. If you're willing to buy my ticket at twice the face value, I will not go to the game. You heard it here first,
We're
folks.
going
if
with
you.
you.
If you guys want to buy my
Nope.
2 tickets at twice the face value that I bought them for, I will not go
Where
to
are
the
you
game.
sitting?
Pavilion, fool. That's where I live.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think
Mi
instead,
familia.
guys, we should use that Vivid Seats mobile app. And you guys can use the Vivid Seats mobile app. You get use our promo code overtime to save up to $100.
$100?
$100 on all ticket purchases for first-time customers only.
Are they going to like that
I
one?
don't know what happened.
Oh God, it just came out of you. Jesus.
Can't help it. Don't ruin me in the moment, boys. That's what she said.
We are at Diamond Hoggers online.
Yeah, my name is at Dan J. Preciado, actually, on the internet.
Evans Nation. There you go.
But yeah, I mean, our bullpen games right now, the best call, really. The bullpen continues to be up and down too. So it's like you're really stretching these dudes thin in a way. I don't know. That's just my take. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not in. Because, again, the bullpen's a struggle. We saw Ferguson was cruising. Fergie was here. He was cruising, and then he served up that big old tater. He did not look
tater.
good. He did not look. I mean, he was struggling. Boy was struggling with that Baltimore heat. It's been, he looked honestly like he had been drinking for sure.
Remember that umpire that just like started yakking on the field? Like that's what Fergie looked like. He was seconds away from being that guy.
But up to that point in this prior, 11 and 2/3 innings pitch, he'd only given up 1 run, so he had been very good. He got the final out in to clinch. It was, I wouldn't call it the most beautiful curveball, but it worked.
It
against
did work.
Baltimore or Baltimore, if you will.
It wasn't really a strike, but
No, it was a strike. No. The TV box thing told me that.
the TV box.
Yeah,
thing
I
said it was a
put
strike.
tape on my television. What do you guys do? Let us know in the comments.
How do you
below.
read strikes?
And then Kelly's been kind of struggling. He was scored upon in 2 of his last 4 innings. He did not look good in Baltimore on Wednesday. But otherwise, I mean, it happens. You kind of get through these little lulls.
Yeah.
I think, the boys were just hot.
Plus, Baltimore just full of all-stars. So, I mean, what
Yeah,
can you
they have
do?
that Means kid. Or is it Means?
Means.
Is that you got in trouble with on Means?
Yeah,
Yes.
I learned,
'cause
I
you
learned
said,
who John's mean. Or
John Smeen.
I learned what John's means.
John Smeen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's pretty good.
Got
He's
a little
apparently
heat
an
on him.
all-star because every team needs an all-star, and his ERA is probably under 4.
Yeah,
It was under
he
4. You're right.
I know.
Yeah.
I just made a joke that, he's a Cy Young Award winner, and then everyone jumped on me. saying
Yeah, I
that.
defended you on the internet today.
I know. Thank you. I saw that.
Yeah, I
I,
was
I
just
really
a-
appreciate that.
I was
Clint
too
never
busy.
does that.
I was too busy winning sports ball. No, I stay away from the battles these days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you should.
He's a
Yeah, I
coward.
I try to.
Like when Brooke was being called ISIS, I bailed.
Oh, yeah. I was like, where are my friends? And they were like, we don't know him.
We didn't know. Yeah, we muted you.
It's
for
the
a second.
Homer Simpson disappear into the bushes.
Let's see. I think I have. Yeah, you're out there looking, and it's just. All right, this is Brooke B3 on
Just
the internet.
surrounded by Padres fans.
So yeah, and then like even Kenley before tonight, he had weird usage. He'd been great over the last week because he hadn't pitched, and then all of a sudden he looks electric tonight in Baltimore. Not that we need to dig too much more into Kenley, but it's I don't know. I don't know if that's the real Kenley.
So,
Like I don't know quite where to go with this, and you guys know I'm pretty decent at usually knowing where to go with this. But with Kenley, like I'm not expecting him to do well.
I will say this. He looked good today. He looked good once in Boston. He looked all right versus the Yankees. That's all I got. I don't know what else to tell you. He looks good sometimes. He looks bad sometimes. So I don't think you can say whatever his last appearance is what he's going to be for the rest of the year based on his body of work for the past 2 years. So you just don't know what you're going to get for him. I will say him throwing the slider as much as he did today and throwing it effectively and throwing it well and well placed and not hanging it in the zone. And on top of that, him throwing his cutter with actual cutting movement on it instead of a straight fastball is an encouraging sign. I don't know if that's going to carry over. I don't know if that's a product of him getting so much damn rest over the past 2 weeks, but it is a good sign.
It's the last 2 seasons that he's been not performing at his best.
Right.
I remember every time we talked to him in the preseason, he's talking about technique.
Yep.
And it just looked like today he did everything the right way, and that's why the cutter moved. And then all of us were like, man, he missed that slider, And I just think that if he's throwing that slider, he needs to get rewarded with some good calls. But that ump didn't give him any good calls.
Yeah.
There was an outside pitch and then that inside slider. So it's not helping Kenley. We know that he needs to mix in some more pitches. So, but the cutter did look good. Just hoping he can carry that forward through this weekend against the Mets would be really nice.
Mm-hmm. There's one guy in history that's got by with one pitch, and he's Mariano Rivera, and you can't really rival that. So
never heard of
you
her.
Can't really expect him to get away with the cutter for his entire career. He got away with it for a couple of years, but he's going to need those secondary pitches now more than ever. And so I think he probably, from what we could tell, it looked like he spent a lot of time working on that.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like he spent a lot of time feeling out the cutter,
It was a brand
too.
new Kenley. Even that
ponytail,
cut.
I'm telling you, it was the ponytail.
No, even the cut wasn't vintage Kenley cut. That was, I don't know. That's why I said I don't know if it was the angle of the camera, the angle of the Nangle there in Baltimore.
That's true. Could be that.
I don't know if it was that, but that was some of the filthiest cut I've seen from Kenley in a long time, if ever. And it really looks at what I said to you fellas here in DNHQ 0.97, 3.9. What I had said was it looks like he really, really focused on shaping the ball, because before he was a type of dude who said, I don't really know how I throw my cutter. And he's also that guy who says, whatever, I don't care about so many things. So it looks like he did spend some time with the machines and the robots and Rick Honeycutt's old back and whatever it may be.
Just his back.
Just his back. Just that one, whatever part they fix. He hung out with it. And all of a sudden, it looks like he can curve the ball. He can cut the ball. And he even had that nice little two-seam run to it. Not that it was Dustin May-esque, but it was something that was pretty, and it threw them off. It's not the same exact pitch. If you can learn to shape the ball, all of a sudden, you can sports better.
Confirmed.
Yes. Yeah. I am here to be your pitching coach.
I keep hitting batters. Can you help that?
You have hit me a lot with the foam ball.
I knew it.
We got this foam ball. It doesn't hurt. It just hurts your pride. So it's a little Dude Perfect Nerf ball. Not a hashtag, not a sponsor, but Dude Perfect. You know, at Pound It Noggin. Send us stuff, please. That's all we want. We need more stuff. Look we have a blank wall behind us, guys.
That's not true. There's a wire coming out of it.
They can't see that.
No. Well,
there's a plug up there,
good.
And I did hang the crooked canvas, which is very, very important. Taylor Spencer brings up something important I believe you will enjoy. Eric Gagne got away with a fastball most of his career. He also got away with steroiding for a while, too. And he had that filthy split.
He had a splitter. He had a great fastball and a freaking amazing splitter. If you got moving on your pitches, he had a good curve. It wasn't bad.
Curve.
It wasn't bad.
For a third pitch on a closer, that was great.
That's true, because he had people forget he had a great splitter. It was probably one of the best ever.
It was a Vulcan changeup. It was not a splitter. Vulcan changeup. He just
put it in the middle, right?
Yeah. He didn't quite know how to He just split.
Give me that ball.
West Coast. Hold on, wait. Okay, this is great for podcast side. Anyway,
great. If you're on the podcast, you're not going to see this, but it was like that.
Yes, very beautiful. I think. I don't know. I forgot how it was.
I'm not a pitcher.
Gail asked, "Where is all the stuff?" It's actually over there behind Gary and around Gary. We need to go and we need a new shelf. We
It's all over here.
The first shelf we built is at DNHQ1 still. And that's at the Waffles, the Dodger Doggo's house.
He owns that.
It's at the Waffle House.
The Waffle House, yeah, my bad. And then the other one, that shelf was built in, so we couldn't really take that. So I just got back from vacation. Brooke doesn't care about us. He's not going to come over here and build a shelf. Although
is
he did
Waffles
put up
a boy or a girl?
You let us know in the comments below.
It's a girl?
Yeah.
I've been operating the whole time under the assumption that Waffles is a boy.
Yeah, you also think my dog's, or Selena's dog's name is Cookie.
It's not Cookie?
It's not Cookie.
What's his name? Dexter?
Dexter.
Okay. That's the second thing I thought.
Real Jess wants crooked shelves. We can make that happen. I don't have a level here.
things
We're
might-
looking
might-
for shelves right
might
now.
move.
Yeah.
Like we are actively on
Offer up. And the other, Let Go. Do you
And-
Let Go?
Craigslist.
Do you
and
have a-
Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace.
I don't know. You
and
can't
we're just
trust
looking for the right
can't
one.
trust Craigslist.
We're cheap as hell.
We can't lose you. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
I can't get another
I did
producer.
I did go to a sketchy place to look for it. But no.
Yeah.
You gotta
How
go to
how many roses were they charging for the shelf?
You got to go to like one of the meat places where they like
Meat?
it's monitored.
like
There's like online
black people meat.
No. Look, meatfarmers.com. No, there's like places where you can meet up with people online to exchange goods.
Yeah, it's called All Spots on the Internet.
It's usually like right outside the place.
Called
Facebook?
swap meet.
Facebook.
No,
That's
these are
a
different
that's a
things.
certain type of sex.
That's like a flea market.
I think that's a
Yeah.
sex app. Swap
Second
meet.
Saturday of every
Swap meet
yeah,
is a
Rose Bowl. Yeah.
Hey, if anybody hasn't invented that, I get half the proceeds.
No, we're getting a shelf by next week. I think we've identified.
Yeah,
some,
we know
so
what we're doing.
we're
Mostly
gonna
it was kind of sorting everything. We probably are going to do some things with the table here, and I might reconfigure it. And then maybe next week we'll usually when we bring a new desk in, Krajewski needs to be the first person to help us break in the desk. So Rick, you better be in town next week. I know the boys are playing, but I don't care. You can come visit us. We miss you. Miss your scent, Mr. Musk.
He does have a certain smell.
He's a fine fellow.
He's a fine young man.
That Rick Krajewski, or was it Rick K _ or something or other?
21.
So back to the topic at hand. Are they
were we talking about?
saving arms right now? Are we saving the bullpen arms for October, or are they just trying to figure out who they're gonna? Or do we have too much of an enviable depth where we don't know who's gonna be the 25 man?
I think that's the case. I think they don't know who's going to be in the bullpen come October quite yet. Or if they do, there's maybe one or two spots where they're undecided on it, and so they're getting guys a lot of auditions in, trying to get them into different situations. You kind of see it a little bit with Tony Gonsolin. You kind of see it a little bit with Dustin May. You see it a little bit with Casey Sadler. Guys where they're mixing them into different situations, where they're bringing him late in the game, they're bringing him in right after the starter, they're mixing him in with runners on, they're mixing him in with nobody on. That was a nice sound.
That's the sound of drunk.
But yeah, I think it really is them trying to figure out who's the squad they're taking with them to October.
What's up, fam squad? It's your boy, 669. I'll
Good.
take it.
Look at that timing.
I'll take it.
Comedic timing. Is
Kevin
everything.
Durant saw AJ Ellis at Halloween Horror Nights.
Kevin
Was he
Durant?
dressed up? Let us know in the comments below. Jess says we should stay off the internet. No, clearly we need to have more internet.
We are the internet.
Maybe I'll go on the internet and check out DodgersNation.com/shop.
That's good. You can get sweet shirts like this.
You know what? I finally have my Cody Ridiculous shirt, and I like it. We got Gary wearing his Legend Gary.
Legend Gary, that's pretty good. Don't forget that it does include on the shop, online, on our website,
You can
the
push the
legendary,
Oh, yeah, right back.
legendary friend of the show shirt.
Yes, I just showed it to them.
Yeah?
Yes.
It does.
No. The friend of the show shirt. That's Legendary is what we're saying.
Oh,
There's a
I
button in the middle.
understand
You can push the
I
button in the
understand the
middle.
confusion.
Oh,
You
the
thought I
DM
was
shop.
saying
Oh,
that.
there it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we got the Forever
like three
Collectible
shirts right there.
friend of the show shirt, which we wear sometimes, but not all the time. People who come onto the show get the friend of the show shirt. And we also have pillows. We have cups. We have blankets. We have beach towels. We have pajama soft t-shirts, ladies and gentlemen.
Basically, please support us so we can buy shelves.
Please, because we need
Yes.
shelves, and we don't want to get them on Craigslist
And
because
more
it's
beer.
scary out there. And Gary might die if he goes and
Oh man, we are going wild here, and we're upsetting Randy. Sorry, Randy. Randy Shipley here in the stream, friend of the show, saying you guys have gone off baseball talk. Well, yeah, we're happy the Dodgers won. We normally don't do post games, so it's a little bit more
Is
exciting.
this a baseball show?
No,
Oh, that's
this
good.
is Blue Haven.
I was really afraid. Welcome to Blue Haven Podcast.
Well, one more non baseball thing, but sort of baseball. Our friends at Vintage Brand are back, and we are going to be giving away these sweet. Gary, you have the closer camera. You should show it off. We're going to give away some sweet coasters. These are actually the same coasters that we've been using for a very long time. We're not going to send you ours. It's better to get new ones from the factory, but we are going to give those away. All we want you to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/DodgersNationTV. You're going to, I guess, reply to this particular video when it's up on YouTube. Favorite memory from the 2019 season so far. We'll find that. We're going to pick somebody out of there. And we're going to reach out to you, and we're going to send you these, dare I say, delicious koozies. Not koozies. They're not koozies. They're what do they call them? Coasters.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really glad that you guys are buying new ones. I thought you were giving away mine, and I was like, how am I going to drink?
No. Unless you want to autograph it and then give it away.
Yes.
We could probably do that.
That would actually
We'll
lower the value of it.
Yeah.
So I would suggest not doing that. Unless somebody for some reason wants, we can get you kissy prints. So you like put lipstick on and kiss it and then send it out.
Kissy Prince?
We're going to be doing more giveaways too. So
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Purple rain. Yeah. That kind of Prince.
Purple rain. Thank you.
You're
That
welcome.
is at Real FRG.
Hey, who won the that ball? The
Somebody. Maddie?
the Walker
Maddie.
balls.
Maddie Kaufman.
Maddie Kaufman.
Come on
won
down.
the Walker
You won a
Buehler
ball.
autograph ball we gave out last week, and Maddie
really wanna give
probably likes it, right? I don't know.
I really want us to give away a signed ball from all of us. Like nobody signs up
that'd
for
be
it.
great.
Hey, we'll save that for the party.
We'll lose
you go.
subscribers for that. By the way, we're gonna have a playoff watch party, guys, coming up. We're gonna have more details probably in the next week
Yeah.
or so.
It'll be a live show.
Everybody bring
and
your
we're gonna
watches.
be doing a party.
And
so we're gonna
sports.
give more
Get it?
details.
Food, booze.
We're just gathering stuff to
Food.
give away, and it's really good food and really good drinks.
You can win a night with FRG.
Julie says I never win anything. Well, go subscribe and then do the thing that I said. And I know you follow us on other things, so we'll take care of you, Jahuli. But
she
we're
says
not
she
gonna
doesn't
cheat.
come for baseball talk. She comes for the soundboard.
Oh yeah. What? Well, back to baseball talk, boys and gents.
Yay, Randy's
and
back.
girls. Randy's back. Which Randy?
Randy Shipley.
Shipley. Oh, Randy
She's
Shipley.
always here. So
I know.
let's
Friend of the show. Oh,
talk
my
about
bad.
baseball.
Whoa.
My bad.
Whoa, I had a seizure.
Sorry, his mic cable.
My mic
has a,
sucks, so
no,
sorry
it's the
about
cable
that.
has a
Cut me
buzz,
off.
so I
Cut,
keep trying
cut.
to. All right, just
What?
yell, just yell. Yeah, just pretend we have the budget of ESPN LA and just yell. Ooh, got him. That's true. Mr. Controls over here, Master Controls, did
Controls
win.
or Master
I think they won the legendary shirt. But anyways, back
cool.
to actual stuff. Have you guys not touched on Gavin Lux's first homer? Know what? We have not, Ryan. So let's get into that right now. Just for Ryan Moore, Gavin Lux hit his first bomb doggy,
He did.
and it was pretty.
It was.
I've seen some people in here in the stream talking about how his swing, they're comparing the swing to Junior. Griffey Jr., that's a pretty rough comp, but, I mean, respect for it is a beautiful swing.
I would say it's a beautiful swing.
You're cringing on that one.
I would not call it Griffey-esque.
Griffey
that's
is
for
like
sure.
one of my favorite players. It's just like he's not Griffey. I mean, he's too short.
It's
to
not about
have
the
that-
swing. It's not about the
No, no,
person and
but
player
it's his
comparison.
body that gets that beautiful swing.
Yeah, he's much
And
more
he's
lower.
more- yeah, he's-
like Griffey
yeah.
was
Yeah.
upright.
But
Yeah.
the follow
straight
through.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean the follow
The follow
through. Look at the
through,
follow
maybe
through.
a
I mean,
little bit,
Belly's
but-
closer to Griffey than
Oh
Gloss,
yeah, for sure.
You
he
know?
is,
Lowers
yeah.
the hands. and-
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep his hands a little lower.
bat's too
I don't really
far.
know who Lux is a little close to if I draw comparisons. I don't think Griffey so much.
I can see the follow through to a certain point. I get it. Like, because he's high, he's one handed,
yeah.
he kind of drops. But, anyways, he did hit his first big league bombski. And what did he trade? I think he traded 2 autograph balls.
Two
and a
autograph
bat.
balls and a bat, an autograph bat.
That's, I mean, you know what? That's pretty cool.
To a Dodger fan,
And
so,
that's,
yeah.
The fact that it went to a Dodger fan, you know what? Why do I hear me? Who's listening to us? Oh, I know what happened. It's doing that thing.
What thing?
I clicked on the thing from the website.
Like
so
you
it
said,
was-
I hear myself.
I hear myself.
That brings
likes
up the
hearing
point.
himself.
Who? Okay, so I was thinking about this because they were like, "What would you trade?" They were talking back and forth about it. It's pretty interesting. I think the one thing that I don't really want to meet anybody. And I don't really care about all that noise. The one thing that
He
I
really
would
hates
do,
people.
I would be like, I don't want a bat. I don't care about autographs. I don't care about any of that. I don't want a picture with any of you fools.
Sign me to the team.
Put me in center field on the last game. No, I want a batting practice session. Like I want to take BP, and I think that's pretty reasonable.
I don't know if a rookie can pull that off. I don't even think friend of the show, Eric can pull that off for us.
Listen,
Get
I
us on the
feel
field.
like getting me
Eric.
to take BP would not be that difficult.
Sue, help us out?
Sue, if we can
Help a
do
brother
that,
out.
that would be great because guaranteed I'll hit at least one out. Guaranteed.
Oh man, how about you? Hey, he needs another beer, by the way.
All my beers are gone. All my beers are gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the under on that.
Oh. Challenge accepted, my friend.
I do not think you're going to run into one and bomb one out. Maybe
Oh,
if the
I
fences
will-
were in,
if
if they were
Hyunjin
doing
Ryu-
like,
think
if
Brook can
Hyun-
hit one out.
If Hyunjin Ryu can hit like 10 out during BP,
you see that Adonis? That
He's
is
a
that is
large
a
man.
man.
He's a large
That
man,
is
I'll
a
give you
man.
that.
You
Hit
are a
one,
mere
Brook.
boy.
I can do it. I believe in myself.
You are
Sue,
nothing.
make it happen. We got to record this, and we're going to put it on the Instagrams or whatever.
What?
I can hit one.
Like a ball?
Yeah, I can hit at least one home run at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, home run.
Look what happened. This is
Okay,
Ryan
now
Moore's fault. We
now
appreciate you,
two
Ryan.
people think we can hit home runs.
I mean, how many?
So you don't think
how
you
many
can hit
minutes
one,
do
huh?
I
Well,
have?
hell no, I don't think I can hit a home run. I am but a mere man.
I'm but a mere mortal.
What is it to left? Three.
If you think you're gonna hit a BP ball right down the line? Oh
Yeah.
man, y'all kids these days.
It's got to go. It's got to go like right here.
The Dodger dude said he'd throw the knuckleball first pitch. Yeah, I'd just drill you in the ribs, to be honest. That's this.
Just put it right on your hat.
Samuel says y'all should invite Jed Jerko on the show. Why would we want that bad of ratings?
People
so
would
messed
watch. Gym class hero, whatever he is. What is he?
He's the guy who just showed up. Who said he was just wearing a Dodger
Looks
hat.
like a PE teacher.
I want a contest.
Kyle says it's Crazy Town. Put down the beer. No, I will not until Brooke hits a home run. I will keep drinking. I'm going to die.
Good call.
Literally going to die. Another one of the big stories we had to touch on was Ken Rosenthal might have been tipping at the sauce a little bit, but I get the point. It started out with the idea that, you know what, Nolan Arenado once again is not happy in Colorado. Can you blame him?
I mean, it kind of sucks there, probably.
It looks like they were built. Well, I don't know. They got the legal weeds.
Oh.
I got
Oh,
legal
by the way, the
weeds in my
Braves
front
just
yard.
lost.
Braves lost. Woo! 4-game lead, baby.
Whoa!
Getting good at that.
Perfect.
You're getting good at that no-look touch.
I appreciate that.
Cheersies. You want me to pour some in there? Or?
Oh, you're good.
So the idea is if I wouldn't say if Colorado was smart, but if they wanted to build up their team better, which they need to do, they obviously need pitching because they're very, very thin and inexperienced. Our starting rotation did not work out this season at all. You probably need to trade your biggest asset, which is a 29-year-old platinum glove third baseman. I think platinum. If not, he has some color of glove or some flavor of metal.
He's got a glove.
So would you want... Let's just the first question is who wants Nolan Arenado in Dodgers in Dodger blue? Raise your hand. I'll take it. Now, at what cost? I don't know. My trade. A lot of people are going to hate me. A tremendous amount of people are going to hate me. But I'm starting at Dustin May, Gavin Lux, and probably like Josiah Gray. I understand that's a lot, but also you're getting a perennial all-star. You're getting a dude who drops 30, 40 bombs with ease. He's always up there. Yes, I understand there are home road splits. Is this the most perfect one? No, but if it's something you have, if you're looking to replace, or not replace, but take care of the old fella,
Yep.
who
Is
JT,
old.
who needs to probably go play first base or maybe become the utility guy he was signed to be. Yeah, I mean, Arenado really checks off the box over there at third, and we don't have anybody else at third anywhere close. I mean, there's Cody Hosey, whatever his last name is. I don't know how to say it.
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah. Tim says, no way the Rockies trade Arenado to the Dodgers. Oh, yeah, 100%. But, if we're just playing around here, why not?
Counterpoint.
Counterpoint.
There's a better name on the market next year.
Yes, there is.
There's a much better name on the market next year who wouldn't cost us any prospects. And, in fact,
My love don't cost a thing. Sorry.
that's a good point. That's a really good point. I appreciate that about you. Anthony Rendon is going to be a free agent next year, or he is set to become a free agent next year, coming off of his almost $19 million contract or something like
Something
that.
like that. How is that?
He is going to be. He is, I think, more valuable overall than Nolan Arenado. I don't know that he's necessary. He's not a better defender. I will say that he is not a better defender. But overall, the value he brings to the team, I think he is going to be the better buy, and it won't cost you your farm, literally your farm. Because Arenado, especially if you're trading with the Rockies, is going to demand quite the haul because they're going to expect more from the Dodgers than from anybody else, considering they're trading in the division. But also, yes, there's the Dodger tax that's so prevalent in baseball. So if I were the Dodgers, and I am not, because look at my face, I would go after Anthony Rendon.
I don't know. It seems like a Dodger face.
Yeah, I look like Jerko, like just like every white guy you've ever seen.
Yeah. You're very portly.
Very generic.
You're very portly.
Very portly.
All right,
too.
Gary, who's your pick? You going Rendon in this hypothetical that is going to happen? You want Anthony Rendon, or do you want Nolan Arenado? As somebody who doesn't know the numbers as deep as we do,
I would say Rendon because I don't want to give up May or Lux.
He's greedy.
I am greedy. Yeah, I just want to
call.
keep them. They're already ours. They're our future, and Rendon's going to just fill in the spot that JT's leaving.
Children are our future.
Yeah. Freeze is going to retire, and then JT's going to take a spot, and then we're always going to have that stepdad position or that.
Freezer can't
whatever.
retire. We need Freezer.
We do need Freezer. I would love to keep him for another season, but he's going to perform for us in spots.
Freezer can fall out of the Lazarus chamber and hit. I tell you what, man, that dude is a beast.
328 since I think he's 328 as
On
a
the
Dodger.
season, yeah.
No, as a Dodger since
okay.
last year.
Yeah.
So,
well, he was on the injured list, batting 300 in 66 games, and since he's come off, he's bumped out 2 or 3 bombs. Just keeps hitting.
I can do that.
I love that kid. I love that old man kid. He's great. Stepdaddy of the year. Dombrowski is out in Boston. Did you think this was funny?
Him leaving Boston?
Not leaving. He got his ass kicked out of Boston.
The fact that you're executive of the year and then they're like, never mind, get out. And he was just like, what? I don't think that's ever happened. Anything like that, at least. Hey, you're executive of the year. Hey, you're fired. And apparently he wasn't allowed to spend any money either. Mm-hmm. That was like a big part of it.
So what did he do? He went out and spent a lot of money.
He didn't. Good call, yeah.
Sale,
Yeah.
Price, other player.
Price
JD
was
Martinez.
pricey is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not
And sale did not come at a sale. Oh, my God.
You know what? No. You
My
do
column.
not get to hit the board. How dare you? Number one, how dare you?
Which begs the question. How long is Andrew Friedman a Dodger?
So our boy Tim Rogers put out the fine piece. He actually had the opinion on Twitter, and I was like, dude, please make that into a story. And a lot of people were in on the idea. Potentially the biggest Dodgers free agent this offseason is not Hill. It's not Hyun-Jin Ryu. It is Andrew Friedman because his contract is expiring, boys and girls.
Much like myself, I'm expiring, not my contract. I don't have a contract. God damn. You want me to...
Perfect.
I
am now looking for a new co-host because he just killed himself. No, not really. I love that guy. Look at his
look at my generic
rosy,
face.
generic rosy cheeks. I don't think Andrew is leaving anywhere, but it is a big point. Like they want, even though in Boston they appear to be bipolar. Because they're like, oh, we want the farm, but we want to win right now. Just go get people or whatever. Like they traded away Agon, and they did the Nick Punto trade to Shredder Punto trade to kind of jettison the money and start building up, and then they did, and then they won in 2013, which gave them a taste they weren't ready to have, and I think that really
was not tasty.
What are these tonight?
I don't know. There's a lot going on tonight, guys.
We're all very...
I missed you.
We're all very concerned. Very concerned. But what I'm saying is... I don't know. Andrew Lux? Andrew Friedman?
Friedman is making $7 million a year. That's his contract, right?
I think I have it.
35 over 5 years? Was that it?
I think something like that.
Yeah, something like that, right?
It's a pretty good deal.
Mm-hmm.
What's the thinking about Boston
his
dumping?
Contract is expired.
Yeah, Boston dumping him and giving him 10 a year. Boston has the money.
That's where this conversation goes with that. Tim brings up the most valid point of it all, which is Dombrowski did exactly what they wanted, and then he gets ousted because they couldn't do any moves. They had to let Joe Kelly walk. They had to let Craig Kimbrell walk, and then they didn't have any bullpen this year.
That's a good point. They really did not have any bullpen. They still do not.
Friedman is underpaid. Who's the highest earning GM in the league right now? Tim.
Well, he's not. He is the president. He's the president of baseball
who's the
operations or something like
Front
that.
office executive. I think that's the most important thing. You
Me.
gotta treat those. I mean, it's supply and demand. You gotta pay him the highest amount because of what he's built over the last 6 years.
He's going to get paid because there's also nobody waiting in the wings. They let Farhan walk.
Yeah.
Perez 1619 is finally in the stream. Dude, we've been waiting. What up?
Twitch.
Our Twitch superstar.
Thank you. We need 2 more and we qualify for another Twitch qualification.
Ooh.
Yay.
That seemed like the button. So yeah, we lost Farhan. Alex Anthopoulos is over there in Atlanta. I know there was somebody else that we lost. Tim says Friedman is the highest paid, I think, and I'm pretty sure that's accurate. If not, it's going to be Theo Epstein.
No, he's not going to get paid anymore.
Well, I'm saying
He's done.
I would assume that Theo is the highest paid guy in that position, but you know what?
Maybe not a good time for
I don't have
Theo.
He'll set market value 10 mil. He'll probably renew 10 mil a year.
Back in my day, never mind.
I understand.
Yeah, we had the 13th iteration of the Cosby Show. Another one in the outfield. So we moved, and I say we liberally. We moved A.J. Pollock over to left field, and it's like, oh yeah, Belly's going to play center field. That's what his spot's going to be. He's our guy, yada yada. However Dave would say it. Really, that was kind of setting up center field again for Alex Verdugo. And what does Verdugo do? He's like, hey, I'm all healthy, but now I'm not. He's like, my oblique, my back, whatever.
I have a theory.
Yes.
He's busy shooting Bad Boys 3.
Alex Verdugo?
Yeah, I mean, he just kind of has that look,
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I'd
I'm
watch
over
him in
here.
Bad Boys 3. I would watch that guy in Bad Boys 3.
You know what? I think, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Verdugo owns an ice cream shop in Arizona.
Did you confirm that or no?
Oh, can someone please confirm that? Anybody live in Arizona? Him and Belly went in on a ice cream shop.
They just went in on ice cream.
They just
Did they?
No, they
I think
went
they went
in,
into an ice cream shop.
They went in and ate the ice cream out of the ice cream shop.
Oh,
They just
really?
bought it out.
I thought that. Yeah.
I love his lack of camera switching to him when he
I am
has
not-
the point.
dude.
It's hard. That's a hard part.
I got the Asian glow going. I'm not gonna put the camera back on
man.
me. Yeah.
Now people are, wait, what Asian? Where is this Asian
We
man
should let him
talking
know
about?
that he is Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good in the light. Anyway, what about takes? Does this guy come back? Does Verdugo make his? Is he finished shooting
Whoa,
for
wait,
Bad
where's
Boys?
the oblique?
It's this.
You're such an
Oh,
athlete.
that. Sorry, I don't even know what the oblique is.
I actually, during the game,
okay.
I reached up for a ball, and I think I strained my oblique.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Really,
bad
that's 2
muscle
weeks
to
in a row
strain.
you've hurt yourself.
I'm getting old, fellas. I'm getting old real quick.
How do you hurt yourself playing co-ed softball?
Yeah, it's a real struggle out there. I don't know that there is necessarily time to get him ramped back up, considering how long
Yeah.
he's been out for. It certainly doesn't look good, but also it's kind of helping the roster to work itself out with him getting injured. So I don't know that they're in a
but it's
rush.
a lesser, gooder roster.
It is a lesser gooder roster, you're correct. But there's also the opportunity that he gets to play during the championship series. And
Right.
so
Mhm.
I think
Yeah, he'll
they're
make the
more
championship.
keen
Yeah,
to put him on
exactly.
the NLCS roster than they are on the Division Series roster. I don't think
We
he makes
need
the
his
Division
bat.
Series roster.
Yeah,
We
so
need his
so many of us. I mean, I say us because I will lump myself into this. We understand what is realistic, and if he's there. Corey Seager in 2017 sat out for the NLCS, and we still made it. However, you want to be that guy who's there on the on opening day or opening playoff day. You want to be able to be healthy and be on that roster. So
Opening playoff day. I like that.
opening playoff day. I think there's going to be a concerted effort for Doogie to get back. He needs to get back. We need him back because he's by far our best, not by far, but he is our best defensive center fielder for sure. And he just makes the whole team better. He's the right guy.
He's the glue guy.
We're still struggling with Jock at leadoff, and I'm sorry, I'm never going to be sold. We fixed it. We used our Dodgers Nation magic to fix Jock Peterson. We talked smack on him, and then he went and hit 5 homers and 6 at bats, and just missed another one by like an inch or two.
Right.
We have that magic. I understand that. we're not going to be here and use it for evil. I promise you. But
We confirmed that magic with another piece that you guys did.
you guys, all of a sudden,
we
us
did.
guys.
Sorry. No, we guys came up with the idea. I thought it was great. You know, like we confirmed our magical powers with that piece on Gavin Lux.
Gavin Lux had gone 1 for 18 after his first 2 hits as a big leaguer, and then we're like, maybe this is not the guy. Maybe it's too much pressure, and then all of a sudden, he goes and pops off again against Baltimore. What does that mean? I don't know, but I'm happy it happened because he was able to get his ball back because there was like 3 fans out there in the outfield.
Yeah, it's a mad scramble for that ball.
Like, sir, would you like it? Would you like it? No, I hear Baltimore people are not very friendly.
They're very crabby.
Crabby? Oh. Get it? Because it's the East.
Baltimore and like
there's
no,
crabs.
Baltimore's
I get it.
famous
I just
for
didn't
like
like it.
their crabs.
I get it.
I'm
Get it?
looking at him
They have crab
judgingly.
cakes, right?
God,
Isn't that
no,
what people
no,
they
crab cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had a crab cake.
I don't know about this new
Really?
configuration, guy.
I don't know how this is lining up.
I know.
You two are just dumping out the most corny crap tonight.
Rehearsal.
there corn
this
and
is.
crap?
Don't worry, the real show comes on after this.
Does it?
This is the least professional post-game show. We're not. I mean, we can't be cool like Doug McCain, guys.
How long have we been on for?
We've been
hour
on for
and 5
just
minutes.
over an hour.
An hour
No,
and
it's
5? Oh, boy.
2 minutes.
Oh, 2
so we
minutes.
are going to be wrapping up real soon.
Get
but
the hell out of here.
should we just wrap up now? Where are you guys? Let's take one more. Well, I don't know what Elm Street. Elm Street is saying a lot of words, so we're never going to read the ones with a lot of words. It's a lot of words to read.
He's complaining about the blackout. Look, Reddit,
Oh.
VPN.
You can't say it.
Can't say that.
Hit me up.
What?
Hit me up
You
on
can't
Twitter
say that.
at
Hit Brooke
Brooke
up, man.
I'll
There's
show you
ways
what's
to
up.
watch.
And
Magic Johnson.
if the cops are watching, my name is at Diamond Hoggers
Yeah.
or at SD Dodger Tim.
There's people ways to watch outside of California.
That's
If you
Magic
can't
Johnson's
figure out
people.
how to watch Dodger games by now, you don't get to watch Dodger games.
There's bars.
Bars. Mhm.
Bars are good.
Bars.
Just come by the office. We'll take care of you. Just bring
Yeah.
a lot of beer.
Shelves.
Wait.
Bring shelves.
Bring beer. Bring shelves. What else? What else do you want?
Paint.
Oh, paint. Yeah.
No, we have
And-
paint.
Oh, what else do we need? Oh, blackouts for all the windows. Oh, and cash so we can buy food at the farmer's market.
And cats.
Bring cats.
Oh yeah, bring cats and cat
Oh,
shirts.
Randy brings up a really good final point. Max Muncie's coming back, guys.
Tomorrow.
Which is today for you people listening to the podcast on the first day, and listening on the second day is yesterday. But Maxwell Stephen Muncie will be back, and he will be dropping bombs into what is it? Go get it out of the apple. Is that what's going to happen over there at Fake Shea Stadium?
Yeah.
Go grab it out of the sewage that is known as the Hudson.
Go grab it off the 7 train. That's the train that takes you to the stadium for
Or-
you peasants who haven't been there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I know this is a very different version of a post.
You asked us a question. We
Just let
answered
you
it.
know what's up.
Hey, remember he hit 3 bombs in Arizona. Like just what was it last night?
I think so.
Dude, he's itching to come back.
Yeah, so
He's ready.
Muncie is absolutely a big part of this roster. He's a big part of the playoff picture for the Dodgers. He fits in very well with their roster construction.
Yep.
He fits in very well with their lineup plans. He gives Bellinger a chance to be in the outfield as well as be flexible with first and second base. And I mean, he's a lot of power. I mean, that's all there really is to it. He's a lot of potential power. He hit 7 home runs last month, even though he
Lot
went
of
down
on
for the
base.
final 3 games. He gets on base a lot at a 404 mark last month. And overall, I mean, 33 home runs. He's getting on base at a 375 clip over the season. He's knocked in 87, even though he's been injured for part of it. Come on, like that's a guy you need in your playoff lineup. And
I mean,
if we can only have Verdugo or Muncie right now, I'll take Muncie for sure. I'll take Muncie.
MVP of the team.
I mean, in the second half, probably
Yeah,
because
probably second half.
hasn't been very good.
He's up there as one of the most important players.
Oh, for sure.
JT Muncie,
of the
like,
top
literally
3,
carried the second
He's
half.
probably top
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
Oh, definitely
Yeah.
JT. That
JT
is, that is a
sorted.
boy on. That is an old man on fire.
Yeah.
Because of the red hair.
Pour 'em on.
Because of the red.
Red hair.
Yeah, there you go.
We should end it there.
You guys can find us on the internet machine. We are DodgersNation.com. Subscribe to Blue Heaven on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher Radio, Player FM's, so many more. Just basically Google like like Dodgers Nation podcast or Blue Heaven podcast, you'll find us. You guys Google Jeeves, maybe on Jeeves. Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves.
Yeah. You can text it. Yeah.
Text us. Special text code 5555.
Don't do that. I'm Brook3. You can find me as that on Instagram and Twitter. This guy over here is at RealFRG. Don't go find him because he's going to harass you. We are at Dodger Nation on Twitter and at Official Dodger Nation on Instagram. You can also find us online at DodgerNation.com for daily content every single day on your Los Angeles Dodgers. Huge thank you to our crack production team, which is right now at Mr. Gary Lee. Insert applause. Thank you all for your questions and comments. We appreciate you hanging out with us in the stream. Don't forget.
We'll see you next Thursday.
Exactly.
Bye.